Metroid Dread was developed by Mercury Steam in collaboration with Nintendo and released for the Nintendo Switch on October 8, 2021. Here is a detailed development timeline, which includes the game's original concepts on the Nintendo DS and its eventual release on the Switch. 1. Initial concept, 2005 to 2006, Nintendo DS, 2005. The development of Metroid Dread can be traced back to the early days of the Nintendo DS. Nintendo first teased the project during the DS era. The game was mentioned in a 2005 interview by Yoshio Sakamoto, the Metroid series director, where he expressed his interest in creating a new Metroid game for the DS that would continue the story after Metroid Fusion, 2002. 2006, in an interview with IGN, Sakamoto confirmed the existence of Metroid Dread, revealing that it was being developed as a side-scrolling, 2D Metroid game for the Nintendo DS. However, there was little information released regarding the game itself. Problems and delay. Development was halted as the team ran into technical issues with the DS hardware, particularly with the game's complex and graphical requirements. These difficulties prevented the game from being finished on the DS. 2. Re-emergence of Metroid Dread, 2017 to 2018. 2017 to 2018, the concept of Metroid Dread remained dormant for over a decade, though the game was often mentioned in Metroid-related discussions and interviews. In 2017, Metroid: Samus Returns was released for the Nintendo 3DS, developed by Mercury Steam, and it was widely speculated that elements of Metroid Dread would be reworked into this project, but there was no confirmation. Sakamoto interview. In 2018, Yoshio Sakamoto hinted that the Metroid Dread project was still alive, albeit in a very different form. Sakamoto teased that the team had ideas for Metroid Dread, but a proper platform and technical considerations were still holding it back. 3. Metroid Dread development, 2020 to 2021. Late 2020, Nintendo and Mercury Steam quietly began full development of Metroid Dread for the Nintendo Switch after confirming that the game's design was ready for modern technology. The transition to the Switch gave the team access to more power, allowing them to fulfill their vision. Early 2021, the game was officially announced during the Nintendo Direct on June 15, 2021, where it was revealed that Metroid Dread was finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. This announcement marked the first new 2D Metroid game in 19 years, following the release of Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance. Gameplay. Metroid Dread returned to the series' 2D side-scrolling roots and introduced new mechanics, including enemy robots, which act as persistent threats throughout the game. The visuals were significantly upgraded to take advantage of the Switch's hardware, while maintaining the classic Metroid atmosphere. Development team. Mercury Steam, the same studio behind Metroid: Samus Returns, led development, with Nintendo EPD, Nintendo Entertainment planning development, providing oversight. Sakamoto also continued to oversee the game's direction, ensuring that it fit within the continuity of the Metroid franchise. 4. Release and post-launch. October 2021 and beyond. October 8, 2021, Metroid Dread was released on the Nintendo Switch to critical acclaim. It received praise for its tight gameplay mechanics, atmospheric world building, and the return of 2D gameplay, while the enemy robots became a defining feature of the game's tension and horror elements. Post-launch. After release, the game continued to receive updates, including minor patches and bug fixes. It was also a commercial success, becoming one of the best-selling Metroid titles to date. Legacy. Metroid Dread helped revitalize the Metroid franchise and brought attention to the 2D Metroid games. The positive reception set a high bar for future titles in the series. Conclusion. Metroid Dread's long journey began as a project for the Nintendo DS in 2005, faced development challenges, and ultimately came to fruition on the Nintendo Switch in 2021. Its release marked the culmination of nearly 16 years of anticipation for a new 2D Metroid game, demonstrating how technological advancements and developer persistence led to the creation of a beloved title. For many,